What's up, guys? Zyken Shadow here, and today, wrong wider. Today, I am gonna be playing Spider-Man 2018. It has been so long since we played this game. I did play it at like the start of this year, but I only did like one episode. I promised I was going to come back and play the game properly, and I never did. Because, well, Avengers took up everything, the summer took up everything. It's been a real rough year since then. But Avengers made that a little better for a while. If you guys haven't checked out my other channel, I've got a second channel called Avengers Zimension. That channel is it's kind of a thing specifically for Avengers. Don't get it confused with the Avengers Zimension series on here. That is just the story mode. Avengers Zimension was for pretty much anything extra. That's going to include DLCs in the future when the game eventually continues. And I know, like, right now, it's not looking like that's going to happen, but I have faith because I know, like, No Man's Sky had a real rough couple of years. But they didn't have a big team like Square Enix or Crystal Dynamics does. So like I don't see that being as much of an issue. I don't think it's going to be years before they fix its issues. They're going to get on it a lot quicker than Hello Games did with No Man's Sky. 1 second, I'm just gonna mute myself. So, yeah, basically, I think if you guys have ever watched the Ungooding of No Man's Sky, there's a lot of background things that you didn't know. I was surely disappointed and judgmental because of the impact it had on the industry at the time. But if I'd have known what was going on in the background, I wouldn't have been so quick to judge. And like, I was foolish back then. I was only just so far into games design at the time, so I didn't understand just how difficult a job it was. And like, even leaving and not continuing on games design cause I realized I don't have the same love for games that I have for technology. Which is what made these videos so hard, because I just haven't got that spark I used to have for gaming. I'm excited for the technology or the idea of having something new, but once it's no longer new, that luster goes away. Avengers is one of the few things where that hasn't happened too much yet. But basically, I see myself thinking more about the technology and how that is a better option. But still, like, despite all that, I deeply respect any games developer that has dedication like Crystal Dynamics has. They put years into the game. Years. While that's not uncommon in the games industry, what is uncommon is after launch, they could have easily quit when they realized they were badly received. They could have quit when they got their returns on how much they'd made versus how much they'd paid to get the game made. And which the outlook wasn't good. Apparently they'd only made back think it's something like 30%. Something like that. Like 70%. It costs 70% more for them to make it than what they made from it. And I was like... But... they're still doing it. And I think the good reason for that is because Square Enix is a big company. They spent well over 100 million on the game. And if you make an investment like that, to pull the plug would be to say goodbye any chance of making that money back. And well, they didn't. They've said that they have no plans for it. Plus, it is like a live service game, so they can afford to do this. Currently, people complain about prices going back up for the suits. I play games that have far worse. You think about microtransactions that are like loot boxes. That's far worse than paying $14 for a suit. I would rather pay $14 for a costume for a single character than pay £24. I mean, for me, it's not $24 for a suit. I mean, it's $3.99 to 500 credits. $15.99 will buy you 2,000 credits. So, like, what bothers me is people complaining about this. If they played anything like, let's switch to mobile games for a second. If they played any mobile games with microtransactions, like, they would shut up about the games we got on other platforms. Because when you see those prices, like 0.02% chance to get a character, I spent £24 and I got fuck all. And you compare that to playing £14 for a character skin you do get, it doesn't seem that bad. And then you've got to take into account you're not paying for DLCs, you're not paying for new characters, you're just paying for the skins. Which is different from COD Mobile, because on COD Mobile, the character is the skin. In order to get a character, you must first buy one skin of that character, and then you have that version of the character. But in Marvel's Avengers, you get multiple outfits for the characters just by playing the game. For free. They're only putting the price on some outfits, which is insane to me. It's one of the most generous deals I have seen in a video game, and people are treating it like the plague. I don't understand it. They could bitch about it all day, and it's ridiculous. It's childish and ridiculous. Like, sure, some outfits I don't feel are worth £14, 1,400 credits, but that's my personal preference. If I don't feel an outfit is worth 1,400 credits, simple, I won't buy it. But if I really want an outfit and it looks really good, it's really high quality, really high detail, like the suits are on Marvel's Avengers, I will buy it. So even if you don't agree with it, somebody else will. And like, I'm gonna stick to it for a while longer. If there's no DLC anytime this year, then I guess I'll just come back when there is. It's no big fuss, and besides, like, I'm not even max level, like max power level on any of my characters yet. Even my top one has only just made it past 100. And as for level, skill level, both of them are, I've got Hulk and Cap at 50. I think I've got 4 close to 50. Apart from that, yeah, I've still got a lot to do. And there's a lot of missions that I just haven't done. So anyways, back to this game. So that's the thumbnail for today. We're gonna go on this. And first, I'm going to check to see if there is any new costumes. It appears no, there is no new costumes. But it appears I have some costumes unlocked that I didn't think I had unlocked. Oh, that looks really good. Oh, wait, have I not unlocked that? Oh, no, I don't have that yet. Okay, okay. I think for a while I'm going to play this outfit because I haven't played the game in a while, so... Oh, wait. Ah, I have to do all the Black Cat stakeouts. Can I do those Black Cat stakeouts without the... I suppose we should check that out first, the stakeouts. Ooh. That's new. That's new.
Here!
Oh.
There's no way you're really Spider-Man, right? New York is so cool!
Oh, this is gonna feel real weird. I've not played this game in a while, so I might be a bit rusty. Or maybe not. Okay, hold R2 to... Okay, so... Assassin's Creed rules. Oh, this feels so good. Now, the things that's worrying me is that there is contrast in dark areas. I can't see that well. What's going on with this chair? What's it caught on? Oh, I'm as far back as I can go. Okay. I don't know why, but the bad graphics of having a lower resolution is just so much more noticeable on Spider-Man than it is on Avengers. I think Avengers might have adaptive super sampling or something like that that makes it look better than it is. Pretend 4K, so to speak. Or at least improving the picture quality to about a 2K standard. This game sadly does not have that. I've got super sharpness on the TV, but it makes it have some artifacts in the daytime. No. No. Something about the colour, it looks super vivid, and I don't understand why. Oh, that's glitchy. Oh, this is the building. Okay, a friend I saw play this game a while back, he posted a picture, and I'm not used to this camera distance at all anymore. I've been playing Avengers so much, I'm not used to it. Sensitivity, for camera, swing camera, shake, what camera, audio, visual. But we're doing that one because I do that one on, what you might call it, on Avengers, and it worked out really well. It's much easier to do quick time sequences with, you know, button mashing. Not button mashing, what do they call it? You know, with the... They have the button flashes, and you've got to press it. And, well, I just find it easier to have it as simply a... You know, a button, like, hold. Skip... Well, I don't want to skip puzzles, no. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look here. Oh, now he doesn't look saturated. It's weird. He's in the light, he doesn't look saturated. But when he goes in the dark, he goes super friggin' vibrant. It's weird. It's like in the dark. I suppose that's because it's meant to be that color. It's meant to be super vibrant. It's just light bleaching is really high on this. Oh, this feels weird. Oh, it's raining. It's actually raining. That means puddle time. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, maybe not. Mio, does the game look a bit better than it used to? Maybe it's because I've been away a long time.
Wow.
Oops, sorry.
Okay, so that is partial ray tracing right there. You can see that woman in the distance. She just walked there. You see the other guy approaching, look.
You need directions?
If I had money,
We're down with the rope.
Hey, please. Did you hear one of those relief needed a
Okay, that part there looks like super choppy with the polygons on this extra layer of tarmac.
Wow. Spider-Man. I gotta go lie down.
Oh, that's... I keep forgetting that this game was made in 2018, so it's not gonna be how I remember it. I need to turn my developer brain off and turn my gamer brain on. That's not the button. What's the button? I know it's one of the skills. There it is. R2 and X while running. Or... There we go. And... No, it cut it off. It cut it off because it went off the edge. That's bullshit. I hope that's fixed in... Yeah, that didn't go as high as I expected it to. There we go. We'd stop fucking zipping around. I never really liked the spinny jump. I liked the OG Spider-Man 2 jump. I wonder if they'll bring it back for the Spider-Man 2 game on PS5. Because I know after Miles Morales there's going to be a Spider-Man 2. People need to keep in mind, Spider-Man Miles Morales is not a DLC. It's not the second game either. It's a spin-off. Think like TV series or movies when they do a spin-off series or a spin-off movie. It's basically that. It's still equally a series. It's just not the main series that kick-started it all. But it's still equally as good in production value. I heard people complaining about something about the length of the new game. I don't know what that's about. My nose is itching. Okay. So, one thing that, like I've said before, I'm not a big fan of the new Spider-Man, the new Peter Parker remaster. I'm a big fan of Miles Morales, that's for sure. I was there when Spider-Verse launched. I watched that shit. I think I watched that shit in the cinema. Oh no, wait. No, I didn't, because I was stuck at home. But I watched it when it came on pay-per-view. I'm doing this whole... See, it's so easy to do this on mental autopilot. It's kind of hard to switch off the mental autopilot and just go straight into focus mode where you're actually doing something, unless you're not talking. Oh, this is where I stealthed about. Yeah, this is where I stealthed about. I remember. This is where I was last episode. I never forget a location, you see. Even if it's not like crazy easy to remember sort of place with... Okay, so let's go to this first and check this out. See if we can actually do this. If so, I don't know why. I do not have the Black Cat DLC at all. So, if I'm able to do this, this is a bug.
Another camera. Gotta be Black Cat.
Are you jealous I'm visiting my other man? I hope so. But you should know bad boys aren't my type.
I recall. Huh. Aha. Oh, it must be there then. What exactly am I looking for? Oh, I get it.
Found you.
Ah, there it is.
Why are you doing this, Felicia? You know I'm gonna catch you.
He made no comeback to that. So I'm assuming... Oh, hang on a sec. I'm assuming I'm gonna end up unlocking this outfit here. See, this is where I'm a little confused because I'm pretty damn sure the DLC was supposed to be the heist. Let's go have a look at that, shall we? The heist. Okay, I think this is basically after story stuff. So this one suit here is a bonus thing that you can do, which is good. I know which suit it is vaguely, and I'm glad that I can earn this suit. I'm gonna switch to a different outfit actually, because one's really... I've never liked the way it's lit. Like, the red is too orangey on this outfit. Strange, because in the dark it looks just as red as this one. Oh, wait a second. I remember. I'm gonna go wear this one. Okay. So I'm hoping that you guys are capturing this pretty good and everything. Like... One sec. I'm just gonna check the audio. Earn this suit. Doesn't look like I'm getting my full like quality on my videos here. Oh no, wait, maybe I am. Maybe I am. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect. That you guys are capturing this pretty good and everything. Like... Well, if I'm being really honest, like, that's capturing way better than, it's capturing way better than it did in the older videos. Oh yeah, that was it. It was left on the D-pad. Look at the detail on this suit. Look at that. I want a suit with more depth, though. I mean, there's detail, but there's no depth. I know that's all thingy maps. It'd have to be that one. I didn't know this, but this Spider-Man is actually a black Spider-Man. I need to read the comics more. At least from the little snippet of the comic I saw where it was black. I might be wrong. I mean, this by far is the most padded and like out there in depth. That one's a good one in depth as well, because it has a completely different material over the top. Not sure I like looking at that material though. Like the material underneath, this grey material, the weight reflects. Kind of reminds me of some materials that make me really uncomfortable. But nevertheless, really cool for like swinging around the city. Yeah, like even in the moonlight, I'm finding that he's not got enough light on him. He's like, even on a black suit, like there should be some grey tones, and I'm not getting that.
Man, I'm tired. Might want to head to feast.
So I'm gonna go back to the video capture card, go to configure video, and switch up the contrast. There we go. maybe now I turn... Oh, no. I think for this game, it's just better to have higher contrast. Although it's strange, because like the contrast is kind of backwards on this menu. You raise it to make sure there's less contrast between the white and the black, but that you see more of the greys in between. Oh, that looks so good right now. Okay. Okay. Look at that. And if I go into photo mode now, like go from this angle. Then yeah. Oh, it's L2 and R2 to go. I'm thinking of the photo mode on what you might call it. Oh, but you won't see those same reflections from that angle. Okay, so it seems like they're about... Can I get them at that angle? There we go. No, that's not what I wanted to do. This is my attempt at a fake Miles Morales outfit. It's the closest one I can think of. At least from the suits I've got. Yeah, now I remember. If we turn the visual brightness down, back to 70 again. But then we go to configure video again. You know what, maybe I'll just keep this menu open here. Background. And because it's clear I need to turn that contrast up for this game. Is that too high? Because like now the city looks all weird. I need to balance it just right, don't I? You know what? If I put the... I'm just gonna put the game brightness up to its maximum. Push it up to its max. And then what I'm gonna do is then alter the contrast. That's way too high anyway. Now it's feeling like it's a little too bright, but I can just adjust the thingy accordingly now. Because like that feels like 148 is the right contrast. Always go back and change it later. About there. That seems like that is the acceptable brightness right there. Because you've got to keep in mind, some of these areas would be that dark, right? To go into the light areas, you're going to end up looking too light. This looks sick. If you switch to a suit like this, basic one, for instance. It's gonna be really freaking bright anyway. Well, at least this looks way better. That looks balanced. At least to me, anyway. Right, I'm gonna... Oh. Jesus Christ, let me switch back to the... switch back to the, YouTube first. So I can keep an eye on chat. In case anyone does come. Oh, I took that bullet. This is gonna take a while to get back in it. That naturally earthy colour, that's the perfect balance there. I've struck the perfect balance. Dormammu, I want to strike a bargain. Dormammu, I want to strike a bargain. If I was stuck in a time loop, I'd have had that right the first time. Any trains? Nope. This ought to be funny. Oh, train! Oh. Wait a second. The trains aren't seriously that large, are they? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right at all. Then again, I only ever see a train from a platform. Am I doing the right thing here? Yeah, that's not safe at all. Oh, never mind, it dissolved. It's alright. We don't need to do anything with the electric box. It'll dissolve. That does seem a bit out of scale, though. That seems a little too massive. Makes Spider-Man look like he's tiny. That just doesn't seem right. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, wow! Can we just appreciate the detailing there? That shade of blue looks so good as well. The headlights, because it looks so realistic. So if I do my... Would this be so obscene? Hey look, I'm the next Logan Paul. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get so much thingy. Nah, I probably won't get hate for that because, like... I'm not wrong. Well, I am wrong. Like, I'm not gonna be the next Logan Paul. I know better than that. But, like... I'm not wrong about joking about it. The fact is... he fucked up. Actually feels like the darkness should be darker. But I don't want it to be too dark. That's my worry. Oh. I need to keep remembering that it's left on the D-pad to go into photo mode. That looks amazing. The suit looks amazing. Isn't it? Did they improve this since last time I played? Because I don't remember those lines going across so in depth. You know? Feels like they've done improvements visually. Um, 1 second. What I'm gonna do. Now, I have an image somewhere. Somewhere, I don't know where. Always use one of these, but yeah, let's instead of other people's screenshots, let's use my own screenshots. Before I got the white, before I got this suit. I mean, do I want to use screenshots from previous episodes? That's mine. There is some screenshots I took outside of the game, so I think what I'll do is because some of these screenshots look absolutely amazing. Do that one. Okay then. We just do it under all that. There we go. And for good measure, Super Zyken. Oh crap, that didn't. Got his control on here. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Please just go. There we go. I don't know how good that looks for you guys. Let me just. I'm gonna move this a bit because that background looks good. Tell you what, I'll move this there. That down there. There we go. Yeah, because that Zyfan part looks so like low quality. Does Spider-Man look 4K in that? And anyways, I'll be right back. First I need a drink, and second, well, actually, first I need the toilet, and then secondly I need a drink. I know that sounds strange, but I've been dehydrating a lot tonight. I don't know why today. Just like even like in the times I've woken up, just being really thirsty. Like my mouth just dries out really quickly. come out of the blue this past 24 hours. Just keeps happening. So I'll be right back, and then we'll start playing the game. Obviously, I'm not going to be playing the story straight away. Going to do that Black Cat stuff. You know I'm going to do that extra stuff. It's just my nature. No, it's just taking photos of some kitty cats, but you know, it's part of the game. And you know me, I don't miss extras before I do the story. Not in my nature. Don't like it? Play cells. Be right back. Okay. Oh boy, is it cold. Let me just... There. You've at least got some music. I should have probably done that before I left, but... if it's completely silence like that, it'll... deter people. Okay, so that's a good be right back image right there. Maybe my go-to be right back image for the game, or at least for now. I might feel like changing it at some point. Okay, I'm gonna switch suits because, you know, feel like it. Think there's any better reason, really. Okay, so there's a reason why I'm not putting the hydraulics on and going all super strength on people with the, where is it? Sorry, oh, right, okay. because I don't have that unlocked yet. Oh yeah, it's because I don't have that unlocked yet. I don't have quad damage. But even if I had quad damage, you know, it's kind of a trade-off because at the same time I can't do finishes, and Spidey, well, he relies on those finishes pretty much. You're just gonna go around beating people up. It doesn't work as well as those finishes do. Because it's the quickest way to take someone down and take them out of the picture before they can do any more damage to either you or some bystanders. Wow, that looks really amazing. I think I'm going to go with that one. Okay. I forgot how good this game looked. Just look at the fucking detail on that. Jesus. And those little ninja boots. You gotta love the little ninja boots. I don't think I'd ever be comfortable in a pair of those. Like, even back in high school, like, just my socks getting stuck in between my toes would bother me. So, yeah.
Taxi! Taxi!
Can you imagine if Spider-Man was just a taxi service? Like, he literally just goes picking people for free as an advocate for free taxi fare. Starts putting taxi services out of business because he keeps swinging around the city, picking people up and taking them elsewhere. Probably doesn't work for people who have heart attacks, but on the regular, I mean. Yeah, this part always bothered me. While it is a better job done than it's a better job done than what they're doing on Avengers, still, like, skylight rooms don't. They often don't put skylights on rooms that are just that fucking small. I know, and also considering its storage, you know, it seems like a bad idea to have a window to your storage compartments. Oh wait, is that all wet? That's all wet. That looks awesome. Just a rain bouncing off. Okay, so the hope is when I turn this selfie light on. That's cool. Boom. And I always love a good outfit with a hoodie anyway. Or kind of wish this one could have its hood up. I'm glad they've done that for Miles Morales. I hope they bring this suit back for the new Spider-Man and have the hood up on it. And yes, that is a confirmation. I will be playing the new Spider-Man 2 when it comes out. And I'm just gonna have to accept the fact that it's got a new Peter Parker. Like, much to my dismay, I've gotten so used to this Peter Parker. There's no I can do about it. I don't own the game. Nothing I can do. I mean, I own the game, this game, but what I mean is I'm not the company. I don't own the rights to it or anything, so I don't have a say in what happens. So I'm just biting the bullet, I guess. I mean, literally 80% of the player base weren't happy with it, so. And they still said no, so there's nothing that can be done. If literally 80% of the player base says we don't want this, and the developers still go through with it and say, look, you gotta deal with it, then you gotta deal with it at that point. I don't agree with it, but I'm dealing with it. Some people didn't deal with it as well as I did. Sure, I was mad, I was angry. But some people out there sending death threats. And I'm like, no. Just no. That's taking things too far for something that is a video game. You do not threaten people's lives over video games. They're entertainment. Plain and simple, they are entertainment. Why are you creeping around? That was weird. Oh, can I swing for the helicopter? Please let me swing from the helicopter. Please. Come back here. Come back here. Come back here. Can't keep up with it. Yeah, I see what they mean about the swinging speed now. Like, after seeing the swinging speed on thingy, this does feel a little slow. I remembered it being faster, but like, I guess I was wrong. I mean, it does get faster every now and again, but it depends on which angle is doing it. Oh, there we go. I'm getting a little faster now. You need to put momentum in it like that. You need to fall a bit in order to do that. And well, when it comes to a helicopter, you kind of want to rise, don't you? Oh, I forgot you did that. Okay, the lighting's not right on these people. Especially considering how much this suit is reflecting. Yeah, that is ray tracing. People were complaining about no ray tracing being in the game. Does that not look like ray tracing to you? I mean, it's partial ray tracing, but it's still ray tracing. Nonetheless. Look at that. That is ray tracing. Are people going on about Miles Morales like...
Sorry.
It's not a thing in this game.
Man, I'm tired. Might want to head to...
Okay, mission. Make active.
Feast.
Okay. I'm gonna do this mission. It's a side mission. Don't believe I saw it before, but... You know what would be cool is if in the new Spidey they updated the billboards with new adverts that came out? Okay. Oh, I actually... Oh, there we go. Let's change outfits for this one. Ah, I'm not too sure I like that colour. Doesn't look as red as it should. Okay, let's go with this one. My favourite. Which now looks incredible, by the way. What am I doing? Exactly? Oh, right. So yeah, the reason why I'm dehydrating so quickly, I'm thinking it's just because of the cold. Oh. But I've got a press carton here. It's my last carton. Now, I know that sounds strange. It's because of the cold. But you've got to think, outside right now, the air is that cold that it's probably causing frost. So all that moisture in the air is literally freezing on things. And the ice will grow and take suck more moisture out of the air. That's why a frozen tundra is called a frozen tundra. A tundra refers to a desert, which is basically a frozen desert. Just installed new energy-saving LED boards throughout Times Square. They're beautiful and insanely complicated. Regular maintenance will keep them in good working order. Oscorp has never been out at routine or maintaining anything unless it turns a profit.
So, we installed energy-saving LED billboards.
Oh, he was gonna say it anyway.
This station monitors how they're performing. I'm just hoping it saves enough money that Oscorp keeps this program going.
Oh, he paraphrased
Typical.
himself.
Oscorp ignored the specs and jacked up the voltage going into the billboards. If I don't fix it, they'll explode. People could get hurt. And it would definitely be the end of this station. I need to use my electric webs to shock the screens into shutting down. And I don't have long to do it.
Ah! Oh, wow. The lighting is amazing next to that. How do I don't understand how.
I can't let even one of these start malfunctioning.
Oh, it didn't give me a lot of time to do it, did it? It barely explained to me how. Oh, it looks so much better now.
I need to use my electric webs to shock the screens into shutting down. And I don't have long to do it.
What?
I always knew someday they'd weaponize tackiness. Explosions would make these ads more interesting. Maybe someday there'll be a billboard of me that doesn't say menace on it. Gotta hit each screen individually. Definitely a target-rich environment.
Oh, I missed one over there.
Someone should really bring back sign painting. Phew. Now that the threat's passed, they can adjust the billboards properly. And they did save a lot of money, which seems to be Oscorp's priority, so I bet this station's in the clear.
Hey! Over here!
Excuse me.
Well, there is like a bit of... Oh wow, the lighting. Good question. Is Cap still America's ass, or is it Spidey now? Look at the detailing on the fucking suit though. Like... There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Sadly, the texture here isn't that great, but... I like how they actually used 3D rooms on Spider-Man. That's the one thing that bugs me about, Bug. I know Spider-Man's not Bug, but they keep calling him Bug. Oh, yeah. All sorts like that. There's a lot of Bug jokes. Okay, so we are going to go. Oh, there is only one stakeout to do, and it's right near there. Oh wait, oh no, wait. It depends on the location. So there's two in this sector, it seems. So let's go to there since that one seems the closest. Because we want that extra suit, don't we? I mean, aren't we gonna regret not being able to wear it earlier in the story? No, that happened with a different suit, and I was pretty pissed about it. Oh, this is the outskirt.
So, numerous witnesses saw Spider-Man swinging through Times Square like the glory hound he is, firing webs at electronic billboards and causing them to reboot. Granted, those billboards are an eyesore. In my day, sign painting was an art. But the more pressing question is, what was he up to? I have a theory. He is infecting these billboards with a virus so that they will subliminally hypnotize pedestrians. Hypnotize them into what? Into liking Spider-Man! And he's been doing it for years! This is the only plausible explanation for how many fans this menace seems to have!
Another camera.
I dislike Trump, how Jameson
Spider.
dislikes
I know I
Spider-Man.
disappointed you when I couldn't go straight, but why mess with perfection?
So I should see like a black cat painting somewhere that will make the controller vibrate, which is apparently down here somewhere. Ooh, further up. Up here. Ooh, here. There we go.
Meow.
Please don't say that.
I think they sell rare wine here. She's branching out. Gotta try and get ahead of her.
Oh, hang on a sec. Betty? Did I say Betty White? Waiting in line at the store trying to snag the new NYC recall. Betty... Oh no, I'm thinking of Betty Brant, not... Oh no, isn't Betty White that person who passed that... She's either a female actress or female singer. She passed away this year. It was natural causes, I think. Okay, so all those lit ones are new. Everything below that is... Oh, right, okay. So that there is the top. I'm not sure that's how that works. When your superhero is a better electrician than the maintenance people. Just NY hashtag just NYC things. Showing my granddaughter around Times Square when she saw Spider-Man shooting webs at billboards. Only in hashtag New York. It would have been better if they put the hashtag before only. Hashtag only in New York. Makes more sense. It just rolls off the tongue better. Either New York doesn't smell as bad as I expected it to, or my nose has already stopped working. Is that not the most modern thing you've ever heard of? Then again, apparently it really smelled bad in the past. A lot of things... Spider-Man has 15.3... People are going on about how, oh, there's that new app on Miles Morales. Now, I know that allows you to go to crimes easier. There is that whole Let Spidey Know app. People are complaining that he doesn't have his own account. Because common fucking sense, it's an app that can be accessed by anyone. Meaning people can hack it and find out Spidey's address. Of course he's not gonna log in. It's easier to open the app anonymously on his phone and just seem like another regular user than actually, you know, make an account as Spider-Man on the app and go around swinging and going to the crimes, because people would know that that is him, and, you know, potentially his phone could get hacked. And, you know, people have their identities on their phones. They take photos and stuff like that. Unless you're going to put Spider-Man in your details and not take a single photo with your actual face, you know... It makes more sense that he's just going anonymously. So the whole idea that someone posted about him, maybe I think it was something Super Rebel said, but or someone suggested to Super Rebel. I don't know. I think I heard it on Super Rebel's video about Spider-Man anyway. I wanted to watch the Jacksepticeye videos. I wanted to watch the thingy, but I don't want any spoilers. I mean, it's bad enough that it is announcement time. Well, if you probably don't know and you've not been keeping up with me on Avengers, then you probably didn't hear me on those. Well, no one's been keeping up with me on Avengers Zimension because no one goes to my second channel. Please like and subscribe on my second channel. Go to the homepage of this YouTube channel and go click Avengers Zimension. Don't try and search it in because people always forget to put the exclamation mark. It's a lot harder to find. And you might just end up with the episodes from this channel. So, yeah, just... It's in featured channels. Go to the feature, click the channel, and it should be on there. subscribe to the channel. I've got 1 subscriber on there. Oh, please. Help out the second channel. Especially if you like Avengers. There's like tons of content on there. Tons of live streams. All of them being really long. A few hour ones. I did a Hulk feature a while back. It was just all Hulk gameplay. I'm saying a lot. So yeah, check that out. But yeah, basically, like, I think it's gonna take me about 9 months, maybe longer if there's any emergencies. But I'm planning to, starting from my next payday, I'm planning to start saving up. I'll have to save 20 next payday, but after that, every payday, which is once a fortnight, I will save 30 quid. So I should be done by August next year, early August. Or at least that's what I calculated anyway, for about 500 quid, so I can afford both the PS5 and Spider-Man Miles Morales. Because I've been looking into it and I really want to play it on there. I don't know how the streamer chat works on there, but I do know that when I start streaming on the PS5, I will be not needing the capture card anymore. It does mean that I lose features like, for instance, this and this and all that lot. I won't be able to do all this because, well, sadly, you know, OBS isn't on PS5, although I would greatly enjoy for them to implement that as a feature. Now, from what I've heard, Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, PS5 has a 4K capture built in, so you can record your footage at 4K. And just think about that for a second. Now, I also heard that the game is going to have Wi-Fi 6. Now, I looked up Wi-Fi 6 and apparently it's about 9.6 gigabytes per second download speed. Imagine the upload speed. I mean, for reference here, my internet is 40 megabytes per second. That's about 5... sorry, my internet is 40 megabits per second. So 40 meg broadband. And that's about 5 megabytes. Now, the thing about that is 5 megabytes broadband, basically. That's what people at 40 meg broadband is 5 megabytes and 40 megabits. And I have about 7.2 megabits per second upload speed currently. And I can handle just about top 1080p, but imagine if you had decent internet. That's for live streaming, by the way. Now, apparently, with 9 gigabits per second, with 9 gig with 9 gig Wi-Fi capability, you can broadcast at 8K. 8K resolution. The reason why they put that in there is because of 8K games that will be coming in the future, if they ever do implement it. And that's what's got me, because I'm like, wait a second, they've got 8K. Currently, we can only do 1080p live streams at 60 FPS on the PS5, apparently. But I have a feeling with the 4K capture card and the Wi-Fi 6, there is potential for a full 4K live stream capability. providing that the user themselves has fast enough broadband. So say you've got gigabyte internet. You are sorted. You would at least be able to do 2K internet. 2K live streams, and that to me is astounding that the PS5 is that capable. I mean, it's not implemented software-wise, but it's only a matter of time. I was worried that they didn't have the capture card for it, but I was like, wait a second. You can record at 4K, then that means you have a 4K capture card. It just means they need to employ some sort of encoding so it can do that on high bitrate on live streams. Could you imagine that? Oh, like, to play in 4K alone, it's going to be good, but to live stream it at a decent quality as well. I mean, sure, the live stream probably won't look much different than this. I mean, it'd be 60 FPS, but it wouldn't. Well, actually, it probably won't be 60 FPS. I'm a graphics whore, and I don't care too much for 60 FPS. I will gladly take graphics over 60 FPS, so I will probably choose to play in high fidelity mode with the ray tracing and the 4K, because from what I've heard, performance mode does not play the game in 4K. It plays it at 1700 resolution, which is still higher than 2K, but the fact is, it's not 4K. And I don't want to sacrifice resolution for 30 FPS. Now, sure, that might bug some people who watch my live streams by then. Why are you live streaming it if you're not doing it in 60 FPS? Because some people have different preferences, and 30 FPS does not bother my eyes at all. I don't see the issue. Like, sure, you do a side-by-side comparison, the difference is noticeable. But when you're playing the game as normal, if you're like me and you're used to lower frame rates, and you're not used to super high frame rates, then you're not going to have an issue with it. What I will say is a bad business decision was the fact that they decided there would be no 2K mode for gameplay. And the reason why that's a bad business decision is because they've got 120 Hz capability on the PS5, and, well, what's that got to do with it? Simple. Most people that have a 120 Hz monitor happen to have a 2K monitor. What's the point in having a 2K monitor if you cannot have it at native resolution? They could have the best of both worlds, but just because you say no, they simply can't. So what are those people going to do? These are people who play FPS games, by the way. It is most likely that those people will go... And you've got to take into account, the hardware can fully support 120 FPS. In the right games. At 1080p. I mean, the 120 Hz wouldn't be there otherwise. They're not gonna run the PS5 at 720p, are they? So if you can run at 1080p at 120 FPS, why isn't the 1440p there? Like, it seems stupid. So what are people gonna do? They're gonna play it at 4K and skip out on the FPS, or they're gonna go, you know what? I've got to deal with if I've got to deal with 1080p 120 FPS when on the Xbox I can play the same game with... I mean, obviously this doesn't apply to Spider-Man. It doesn't apply to action games. It applies to FPS games. First-person shooters like Call of Duty, which you can get on any console. They're not console exclusives. And that got me thinking, whoa, if I was a consumer and I had a 120 Hz monitor that's capable of 120 FPS properly displayed, and it's 2K, a 2K TV, and PS4 won't let me fully utilize it, when I can easily choose to play the same games on Xbox, then I'm going to pick Xbox. Now, I say from the perspective of the people who play FPS games, that is a fucking stupid move. You are shooting yourself in the... It's kind of a fuck you to people with those monitors. Now, sure, I get it if they're delaying it, the feature, and they will add it. But if they're saying outright that they can, that they will not do it, then they've shot themselves in the foot. I don't understand it. I understand if it's a case of like, oh right, the FPS will drop. If the FPS will drop below 30 because of that, then and you got to keep in mind, like, some people don't care about that. They just want 2K without those high FPS modes. They will just go to Xbox. They're not gonna pay the extra for a PS5 if it's... I mean, I don't know. Are they the same price? I can't remember. Albeit there are some differences between the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. Like, the Series X has a more souped-up processor that's running at a higher clock speed by just a few hundred megahertz, so 0 point something gigahertz difference. The PlayStation, however, has better graphics card clock speed. So one processes information quicker, the other uses more graphical power. It runs a little hotter, but, you know, that's not an issue because, you know, the PS5 has a much larger fan. Their sacrifice was the size. And when you think about sacrificing size, like, that's not really a big force, is it? Sure, it's the largest console known to man now, but, it's not a big force. Although I did see Linus kind of struggling with keeping it balanced on his hand. He kind of had to hold it with two hands. You couldn't just hold it with one hand. The Xbox you could, but that you couldn't. But I do agree with one thing he said. What's the point in the stand? Like, those two white parts... Oh, wait a second, is this... What place is this?
Whoops.
Oh, that is the embassy of Wakanda. It looks different at night. Oh yeah, rest in peace, King. Rest in peace. Like, if there was a place I could pay my respects here, I would... Oh, wow. It's me if they've just done, like, a full graphical overhaul on the game while I've been away. Or did I just not realize just how amazing this game looked? See, I've been able to have less of an issue running the super sharpness on my screen through the capture card than I have through actually playing the game directly. The reason for that is because I'm not actually affecting the actual game. I'm not on the actual console, on the actual engine. I'm doing it through the PC, which is where what my 4K monitor is displaying. It's displaying my PC with an open window. Now, the reason why that's important is because if I was to play the game directly, because of the super sharpness on my TV, it would actually create a kind of after imaging. But I'm not getting that issue because... Oh, does this not remind you of the roof where Green Goblin in Spider-Man 1, like, knocked Spidey unconscious and, like, woke him up there? Well, obviously, he got knocked out outside the bugle. You know when he gassed him? Like, it kind of reminds me of that roof a little bit. But no, this is the Colexco building. Which I'm assuming is like... Is it Mecha building in real life? I can't remember. Something like that. We just, like, thinking at how amazing it is to have all these lights in one place. Looks incredible. I just have to. What keeps bugging me is, like, the button placements are different on this photo mode as to the other. To Avengers. Okay, this is kind of funny with the way he's just hopping over all those. Oh, whoa, 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 go back, go back, go back. Like, it's me, they added more ambient occlusion to the game, like... Look at that. That is gotta be ambient occlusion. Spider-Man, with some of his lighting though, doesn't look like it quite fits into the environment. Like the lighting doesn't fit the environment all the time, and then other times it does. Oh wait, oh, is this a road? I'm just gonna block you then. Hello, motherfucker. I'm in your way. What you gonna do about it? This is the moment where Spidey gets run over. Just because I'm being a dick. I killed Spider-Man. Oh, I can't. I heard that. Some dude in the background going, what the hell? Get out of the street. Now, I don't know if you guys can actually hear the game. I'm hoping so. I'd hate to think it's too quiet. Or too loud. Like, in the other game, that was a big issue. Like, I've got to say, though, this is my favourite suit. It has to be, because, like, it's just so good. Like, the quality level, the lighting level, it's just so much like the movie. I can't remember how to lock on. Oh. I keep forgetting this isn't Avengers. I just webbed his face. That sounded better in my head. To recall, wasn't there some like mailboxes around here that... Wait, are you serious? That they're reflecting... They're doing like really good reflections on things now. To a point.
I know, I'm a jerk.
Okay, I take it back what I said when I came back onto the game. Oh, shit. Wait, did I just see a rat? Oh. Have they still got those... Oh, I've got to see this. One thing I'm hoping is improved is that, like, really? This frigging thing is a squirrel. Look at the detail on the suit. Look at the detail on the world. Look at this freaking squirrel. So out of place. Okay, so I'm gonna... Oh, that actually looks real good. Don't know if it's RTX that or just a bit of shininess, but doesn't help that it stopped raining now, so... Oh no, wait, it's still raining. My bad. I want to find a reflective part of
I'm
this.
usually web swinging.
Move it, spider jerk. Don't got time for you.
Wow, everyone's being super toxic to Spider.
I don't shake hands much these days, but I gotta shake yours.
Say cheese.
COVID?
That cheap suit ain't fooling anybody.
I don't know why, but all of a sudden I just feel so much more like Spider-Man. I think this suit is a good part of that. Okay, we've drawn out this long enough. I'm sorry for, like, discussing things and not, like, actually playing the game and doing stuff properly, but we had a lot to catch up on. But PS5 is going to be a big change. It's going to take a long time for me to get it. And Miles Morales, I heard the Miles Morales suit itself, the Into the Spideyverse suit, is going to be coming free with the standard edition of the game. Now, I don't know if that's pre-order or not. The guy I have, who's a friend who has the PS4 version on standard edition, he said it's not. Although he did say that he pre-ordered, so I don't know if I could take his word for it.
These cameras aren't cheap. If Felicia's
Also,
really
because they're a
strapped,
stranger.
why is she leaving them lying around?
I love making you chase me, Spider. Someday I might even let you catch me. Just not today.
Aha!
That was too
That cat does
easy.
enjoy playing games with people. Especially me.
It's her MO. It's been her MO since the old Spidey games. And by that I mean like the PS1 Spidey games. One thing I'm hoping is that they do have like an in-display chat for the PS5, so that I can have chat up on screen while I'm playing, it not be super intrusive like the PS4, because PS4 live stream chat, like, it is such a nightmare. The way it just compartmentalizes the screen into a little window. No, I did that on my first ever video and I was like, no, I'm not doing that again. I did that on my first Spider-Man video and I'm just not having it. Now, one thing I've heard is that Spidey, Miles Morales, he swings like an amateur. And I like that, because every game I've played, Spider-Man's played like an expert. Obviously, it's gonna feel great for those who are new to playing Spider-Man games.
Black Cat.
For me, it's gonna be a fresh experience
in person the first time I
from
caught her.
playing
Or
all
did
the
she catch
previous
me?
Spider-Man games and having feel
Can't
the
just
same
be some
way.
elaborate flirtation. Isn't she heard of dating apps? She's up to something.
Elaborate flirtation. I wish it was. I don't
Hello,
know.
cat.
Like after
That's Ty Stone's place.
MJ
It's full of
and
priceless art. You're playing
Spidey
with
for
fire,
so long,
Felicia.
I sort of feel like,
That's how you roll.
sure, I like my redheads, and sure, those two are meant to be together, but Surely there's an alternate reality where they're not meant to be together, and he's fated to be with Black Cat instead. I want an alternate reality where the two start out playing. He's playing superhero. He meets her. He's a teenager. She's a teenager. He doesn't know that Felicia's in his high school. That Felicia in his high school is the Black Cat. And they, I mean, if you ever watch Spectacular Spider-Man, Felicia was with him in that. And I sort of feel like they should go down that route. A comic where it's just him and Felicia, and they get married. And unlike the Parker look that he's had, in that reality, there's no such thing as Parker look. Now, here's the thing. There's a lot of relation to, like, he's always the underdog and everything. But I'd like, for once, just to see everything go right. Now, at the same time, I don't want the formula to be messed with. So, an alternate reality Spider-Man who doesn't have the same Parker look does sound like a better thingy. Obviously, still gonna lose his... Because even without the Parker look, there's still a chance you can lose your Uncle Ben. So, he'll still have that, because that's what makes him Spider-Man. But, he...
Glad May's okay with me crashing at Feast.
Dr. Octopus is an ally. Him and Harry are, like, part of the superhero group, and it's a young Doc Ock, a young Spidey, and Harry Osborn. They all know who each other are, and they're all buddies. So I'm sick of Doc Ock being the bad guy
thinks
too.
She's toying with me, but I learned something in each of these scenes.
And the reason why they have to be so good and, like, as a team is because, like, it's a lot harder because there is tougher bad guys.
Aha.
And so,
I think some
this is not a Spidey who can work alone.
I bet she's after his client list to find new targets. Hate to admit it.
He's got too much to lose to work alone. And also...
But she's one smart cat.
He has Black Cat by his side at all times. The whole MJ thing could just be... MJ's a friend, nothing more. Say MJ surprisingly hooks up with somebody else. Oh, I've got it. Flash Thompson becomes Agent Venom, and like in the Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man animated series, becomes Agent Venom, and he goes out with MJ. But Flash isn't a jerk, because him and MJ and Flash had a relationship in the beginning, and when he was a jerk, he makes it up to her and shows her that Flash shows her that he's changed. This is a much brighter universe than the one we know of. So, like, a lot of things go right. But, let's say some things that are different about the universe. Let's say, in that reality, the Avengers are bad guys. And so, S.H.I.E.L.D. helps them get up to scratch with fighting them, and Norman Osborn helps. Let's make it fucking interesting, you know? So, Spidey's with Black Cat, Flash Thompson is Agent Venom, and he's with Mary Jane. Maybe Mary Jane gets the Venom suit further down the line and starts... well, the Carnage suit further down the line and starts swinging around the city as Carnage. Like, let's make it super interesting. Like, I'd like to see that as an alternate reality. If it is an alternate reality in the comics, please let me know what comic it is where that is the case. But yeah, I see the PS5 as an investment for the future. It's gonna make a big change on everything for me. I know that there's no way I can go further right now with PC. I can't afford it. Because to get the kind of hardware levels that the PS5 has... Seems they've got a lot of ray tracing everywhere now. I mean, this isn't ray tracing. Oh, wait, that might be ray tracing. Oh, that is ray tracing. That is ray tracing. What the fuck? How much ray tracing have they implemented on this game? Oh, it might not be perfect ray tracing, but it is ray tracing nonetheless. It's indirect ray tracing. That is strange. Why would they do that? Indirect ray tracing, like reflected ray tracing, you don't see the exact reflection. I just...
That's right, it's me.
Oh yeah, I forgot I could do that.
Hey, what's up?
If you hold square when you're down in public...
Nice weather, huh? Hey, just taking a break. You lost?
Okay, that's a new one.
Nice to see you, dude.
Ah, come on.
Employment search.
Down the block, Discount Mattress Warehouse. Yo, yo, yo. Best night of your life. Sleep like you never slept before. Yo, yo, down the block, down the block. Visit.
You may be able to spin that card, but I can spin myself. I tell you what, let's both do a flipping act. Yeah, I'll flip over you like that, and then you catch it after I flip through. That'll be cool. If I was Spider-Man, I'd do that. I'd see a guy with street sign and I'd be like, you know what? Do you want to do an act together? I might be able to help you out a bit. Because, like, if you're Spider-Man, you know, Peter Parker, he's... Even if you got spider powers in real life, like, it would be expensive to be a real-life Spider-Man. And, it's the same for this Spider-Man. It's really expensive being Spider-Man. Luckily, he gets a lot of stuff for free. Comes out of the science budget of Octavius's lab, but, you know, that's soon to be over, because I know shit's gonna hit the fan. Kind of already did. The lab exploded in the other episode. I don't remember which episode. That is full-on ray tracing there. I mean, it may be specular ray tracing, but with, you know, that little grain and wobble that they've got going on. How do I lock on? No. Ow. I guess you just don't lock on Spidey. I know, makes sense now that I think about it. They changed the UI as well. Oh wow, that window looks really good. I swear, this was not this good last time. I think they've done some improvements. Like some major
It's him! Get a picture!
improvements.
He took care of business.
Yeah, I did. I think, like, before they couldn't do it because they had software limitations and hardware limitations. So, even though they've got new hardware now to help a lot, they've also got new software, and that new software can at least upgrade the previous game. But rather than keep it to the remastered, they've decided to put it in both the remastered and the original. Which they didn't have to do as a patch, but it seems they've done it. Probably due to the fact they did promise those reflections before and they didn't deliver.
Felicia's keeping busy, but I'm catching up. Let's see where she hit this time.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming over. Oh. Hello?
Cornelius Van Lunt's place. She's hitting places full of one-of-a-kind valuables. She must be working for someone. Otherwise, why not just steal cash?
I wonder who Cornelius Van Lunt says. Wait, that name is real familiar. Yo, dogs, it is search time. Now, I've got a separate window just for this. And I made sure it was full screen to not, like, show my shit, basically. Excuse the phrasing. Chameleon? Is that Chameleon? Oh, Taurus. Oh, that's where it's familiar. He was part of Zodiac. Cornelius was in Zodiac, well, the Zodiacs were. I just thought, how do I go back? Okay, the F11 idea probably wasn't so great. You're gonna see a bunch of stuff that... Not really a big fuss, actually. Nothing there, like, serious. Wait, revealing, so... Yeah, so Cornelius Van Lunt. Okay. He's part of Taurus, basically, Okay, you guys will be able to see the game in a second when the stream catches up. But yeah, it looks like we apparently have an excellent connection.
Glad mate is okay with me crashing a feast.
Wait, did he lose his house? Oh yeah, when we went to his house last, he lost it. My former apartment. I'd like that. Okay, so these scenes here, these did not exist at one point, but like, they're probably not going to exist soon. Okay, that guy looks imposed. He doesn't even look like he's sitting down on those benches. I need to apologize to anyone in the Netherlands. I think it was the Netherlands. I'm going to cancel viewers in the Netherlands. It's nothing personal, but the music on my first video at the beginning of the Spider-Man game, You know that I'm Alive song. Well, basically, apparently, something to do with the Netherlands there. Sort of copyright issue. But apparently if I block it in that one country, I should be fine. But it's been copyright striked, basically. Copyright. Well, not striked. Copyright claimed. This wall's actually pretty well textured. No, we don't want to see that. Sometimes it does get a bit bright with this suit, where it just reminds me of Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3 was so bright, though.
Tell me your name now. Take me in, alright?
Alright, come along.
Stop pointing the gun at me, will you, man?
You're gonna open this side up.
You heard that too.
Relax. Nothing, man. We're just hanging out, man. Came out of nowhere. No. Keep your hands behind your head. They're behind my head, man. Ah!
Oh.
Who's these guys? Your friends?
I was like, where are the criminals at? Where someone's being mugged, and I didn't realize it's actually cops
Stay where you are, right?
I'm here.
arresting people.
Take me in, get me a lawyer.
We're gonna take you in, all right?
Why didn't you say that sooner? I thought you was being mugged. Instead, it turns out you're the muggers. NYPD doing their jobs.
Come on, people, go.
Did I say that in a decent enough New York? I wasn't being serious. It actually probably sounded more like a country accent, but...
No, open up. Going back to Rikers one way or the other. Don't make it hard on yourself.
Don't make it hard on yourself. Like, I can't do that. Nah. I'm not gonna try and do that. Hey, I'm from Brooklyn. How you doing? Like, I can do this sort of Spidey voice. Not Spidey voice. I mean a New Yorker. That's how they see New York. They see New York. See? Hey, what's the matter, you Ezio? I'm sorry. I had to go there. But yeah, what? Wait. Oh, right. That makes more sense. I was gonna say, am I swinging from thin air? Wait, what is that? Oh, yeah, that's the story. Okay, kitty cat. All the way down there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is fast travel to the police station down here and go along the port side. I'm so glad I've got this feature now. I don't know if it's because I progressed in the story last time I was playing, or if it was because, well, that's something you don't see every day. I think the suit's still a bit too saturated, which makes it look unreal.
Hey, we don't need you here right now, right?
Fuck off. The way they speak to Spidey just really pisses me off. Like, if I was a cop in New York in the Marvel universe, I would be giving him mad props. I would be respecting the fuck out of him if he was around. But, you know, they have to keep up the appearance that, you know, police are bi-partial. And plus, really, no one really knows Spider-Man's true intentions. Sure, actions speak louder than words, and as the kind of person I am, I'd probably give him the benefit of the doubt, but you know, it is a stranger under a mask. I'm wondering if they're gonna retcon Spider-Man being unmasked in the movies.
I know, I'm a jerk.
They've improved the light mapping on textures, made them a little more 3D. Maybe it's just because, like, with the whole resolution thing, everything looks higher quality now, way higher quality. So because I've got that edge enhancing on my TV. And now I don't have the issue with ghosting on my, because I'm not playing directly through the actual game. And strangely, the latency has not been bothering me at all, like, between the PS4 and my PC. Which I thought it would affect gameplay, but it's not affecting gameplay at all. Sorry, my voice keeps going distant. It keeps slowly moving out by itself. The microphone as I speak more and I move my jaw, for some reason the microphone just slowly keeps straightening itself out.
Gah, Mr. Again.
Bet you're wondering why I'm back in the game. Straight and narrow just got boring. My target number's 50 million. Nice round number, don't you think?
No, I'd have gone with 40 or 60. It's an even number.
Got it.
I don't like fives.
But if you catch me before I hit my goal, I'll give it all back and go straight. My future's in your hands, Spider.
I think she just likes the adrenaline rush. In other words, Spidey is an adrenaline rush. She likes to be chased. That also gives me the impression that she is a tease. And well, not really my type. I'm not a guy who likes to be teased. Like, you either want me or you don't. I don't have time to go chasing people. I don't have the health state to go chasing people. And also, like, in the more adult sense, like, I don't like to be teased in that way either. Oh, wall running. I forgot you could do wall running. I need to do that more. Like, I just have no patience for it, and it's not a turn on for me. I will immediately turn off. Like, my ex tried it with me. Didn't work for me. It actually got me out of the movie.
Felicia's close to her goal. I've got to put an end to this, and fast. This area's full of Wall Street guys.
I mean, I can tolerate a small amount of teasing, but you go too far with it and you keep, you know... Sooner or later, any guy will flash in it if you keep teasing them enough, and it just looks like, you know, nothing's gonna happen. I don't know why that would be a fetish to some people, but like... I guess if you think about it like a video game, if you're patiently waiting, you earned it, but at the same time you think about it like a person and their pet, you're the pet in that scenario. You're patiently waiting and doing as you've been told. That doesn't sound like an equal relationship to me. Oh, that's a long, long way away.
She's obviously familiar with these places. And that gives me an idea how to catch her.
Ah, I get it. Because people chase cats, don't they? My cat ran away. Could you track down my cat for me and catch it? That's what heroes do, right? So that in itself is kind of some sort of joke. Like Spider-Man's always chasing black cats. And well, then there's the whole black cat thing. Black cats are unlucky. Oh, that looks so cool. Look at that, and the bird's taking off as well. Kind of forgot about the slow motion thing. I'm gonna try and do. You can't do the slow-mo while you're swinging. It just web zips you somewhere. Oh, unless you've nothing to... Yeah, it just feel about... Like the flow doesn't feel as good as it used to, and I don't know why. Maybe I just need a while to get back into it. Like, the flow of swinging feels right, but, like, the flow of, like, switching to wall running and stuff like that doesn't really... I want a degree of control, and it's all feeling a little too automatic. Which can cause some issues sometimes where you just end up bugging out and, like, running up a wall instead of running sideways and, you know, stuff like that. I like, though, that you don't have to turn the camera. Like, you can run sideways and look, like... It all depends on the... I can just suddenly switch to the right. Why can't I do that when I'm jumping as the Hulk? Like, it bothers me. Because that feels a lot more intuitive. That part, anyway. Ooh, this place looks fancy. Is this ray traced? Oh, it's partially ray traced. Oh, that's backwards though. That's glitch. Oh no, wait, no, it isn't backwards. It's like two layers. There's the ray traced, and then there's the image in the background that doesn't even fit. There's no street there.
Oh my gosh, Spider-Man, huge man, huge.
They're putting a thin Spider-Man huge. I'm sorry,
You're a lot
little boy.
shorter than I thought.
Well, that woman over there seems to disagree with you. She thinks I'm huge.
Whoops.
I wonder how many women have actually, like... Think of the Spidey universe, in the Tobey Maguire Spidey universe. How many women do you think have actually tried to cop a feel of Tobey Maguire Spider? Because the outfit is the kind of outfit you'd expect someone would try to cop a feel through. I mean, it doesn't exactly leave a lot to the imagination, so... It's just like... Oh... This is water, so obviously this part has got to be ray traced, right? There's got to be some level of ray tracing on the river. Oh, hang on a sec. See if it can pick... I'm going to go into the lake and see if I can see that guy. Oh, it's not low enough. Oh well. Oh wait, we can see the statues over there. Can we see the people? You can. Like, see that person there? Like, this person here? I just saw them walking across. You could see that person walking across there in front of that light. Ray tracing exists in Spider-Man PS4, confirmed. It is there. It's just people like, oh, look, ray tracing wasn't in our previous game, and so, like, you know, they make it seem like it was never there. Just because it wasn't there on launch day doesn't mean to say they didn't implement it later. People get this idea that when a game is released, it is complete. It is never complete nowadays. They always add updates, and that can mean graphical improvements, even if it's not a live service game. I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. Games do not work in the traditional sense now, because they update when they are online. Sure, your game might not have these ray tracing features if you're playing the game on offline mode and you don't have any internet on your PS4. Just don't have it hooked up to the internet or whatever, or you like to playing offline mode and you don't like to update your console.
Felicia's leading me on a chase, but that's what's gonna help me find her. By feeding all the past locations into an algorithm, I can narrow down her likely point of origin.
I figured he was going to say something like that. You can triangulate the position from the data of the locations. You just take out a map. Like, you can just... let's say. Locations there, one location there. Was a location about there, as I recall. One down here somewhere. One there, one around here somewhere. How's that gonna narrow it down? I suppose there's probably some complex way of doing it, but we'll see. I'm assuming he's never going to use that data until the actual DLC, which I don't think I'm going to buy. I'm going to weigh out what content is in the DLCs. I'm going to see a bit of gameplay. There's probably a video out there. Are the Spider-Man DLCs worth buying? And I will weigh that in. I can buy all 3 DLCs for $15.99, so yeah, it seems worth it, but I want to know what I'm buying into. If not, if it's something I feel that I could just watch in a video and be fully satisfied with just watching. We near a rail line? Oh, there we go. And I see it's down there.
There you are. I was too late to stop her here, but 1 or 2 more locations should give me enough data to pinpoint her hideout.
I can't leave the door open just enough. It isn't even properly open, but like, the glass isn't even smashed. How the fuck did she break in that?
Man, I'm tired. Might want to head to feast.
I guess she is a cat burglar. Like, they climb into places other people usually won't be able to reach. And most people don't expect you to be able to climb up there. But in a city where Spider-Man exists, you know, like, if I knew people like Spider-Man existed, I'd weigh the options in my head. Spider-Man, a superhero with superpowers, exists. He can climb from building to building. He can swing throughout the city. He can get up onto my roof with ease. Like, if he can do it, and there's criminals in this world, then obviously, you know, it's not that far-fetched to think that there could be a criminal who could break in and have some sort of superpowers. So, like, when you have that kind of common sense for that kind of reality, don't leave your building vulnerable, even if you are on the top floor of a skyscraper. It doesn't fucking matter in the Marvel universe. It does not matter at all. Oh, this has got to be ray traced, surely. It is, it's ray traced. I can see his footsteps. Even if it's just partial ray tracing, that is impressive. Although I think that one was actually full ray tracing, which was weird. Probably because you can't see the whole thing. And it doesn't have a full depth. Like, the radius of the reflection per thingy was really densely packed. So it was really high quality ray tracing on that fountain, but the
Turn this way.
range of it, what the depth of it, like how far you could see, I don't think you could see his upper body, even if you managed to angle it just right. I think that's where the limit lies. You've either got to change the radius or the distance. And by the radius, I mean like the scattering of how many color and light, how much light bounces off to create the reflection. How many rays you're using.
Felicia's close to her goal.
Think of it like pixels.
Way too big an area to
Each
search.
one of those
Gotta
light
narrow it
rays
down.
is a pixel that makes
Every
up the
data point
painting.
helps. Who she robbed, where they live.
Did I seriously just do that? I dropped down. That was funny. I'm all the way down here. Oh, that was a glitch. Okay. Okay, so it's not lower, it's gonna be, oh, I got a bip. Felt like a little... Oh, there it is. Somewhere on it. Oh, is that it? Is that it? A
Found
shiny little...
I think Lonesome Pinky lives here. Stealing from a country singer. She's getting creative. And I'm getting closer. One more ought to do it.
I wish you could actually pick these up. I don't know why it has to be photos. Yeah, I've always found Black Tracker car attractive. I mean, you know, something about a woman in black leather, you know. Gets a lot of guys going, but like I think I'm just attracted to bad girls, but I'm actually attracted to the crazy ones, to be honest, but I wonder if that's my own personal sanity that's the issue, or but at the end of the day, like, every crazy person I've been with, it's not ended well. So I think I need to find someone at that nice balance of crazy and still sane enough that they're not gonna go murdering your family or anything, or getting hyper jealous and threatening other girls, you know. I need to find someone who isn't like that, but has enough crazy that they'll live a little and they're not boring in any way. I know that's a big ask. I'm looking for what my idea of perfection is. Someone in that sweet spot. They've got a good head on the shoulders. They wouldn't do anything too stupid for love. And also, someone who, like, you know, sees me as an equal, doesn't expect me to, you know, be her man and be her, like, rescue sort of thing. Heck, be each other's rescue, maybe, but... And also, like, at the same time, I need to find someone who also values money in the same way I value money. It's a means, not an end, for me. And,
One more location should give me the data I need to find Black Cat. By my rough estimate, she's got about 49 million in loot. I reach her before she gets to 50 and she might go straight.
how did he extrapolate that she had 45 million? Like, you know, that was...
There it is. Oh man, that's the gallery where they keep the Jade Tiger. That's worth a cool million. I've got to run my algorithm and find Felicia, quick.
I think that's all of them.
Found her hideout. Gotta get there before she leaves town.
Wait, I'm actually going to stop her? Okay, so I guess I'm getting her to be a good girl. And why not do this in the new suit? Oh, do I have to finish the mission to do it? Yeah, I think I have to do... I guess this classes as one of the stakeouts. I lost momentum doing that. There we go. Got the momentum back. Oh, I like that little detail of the sound when he swings on the web from the tray. I feel like I swing faster from trees than I do from... Wait a second, that doesn't seem right. Well, actually, no. I'd probably guess that she was more based around somewhere around here. From all those, because there's more locations here on that side than there is on that side. So, like... Don't get why it's out on the edge there. How that... calculates that?
Corny, but, you're my hero. Seriously.
Sorry, spider emergency.
Oh, he like just straight cut him off there. Oh, wait, I've been here before. I said this place looks suspicious. Just a train track going down.
Freedom Tunnel. Before Feast started, this was a haven for New York's homeless. Mostly abandoned now. Good hiding spot. Must be a hidden entrance or something.
I'm guessing this thing here. Yes!
Bingo. This looks like everything she stole. But no sign of Felicia. Financial data on the Maggia crime families. Is she trying to blackmail them?
She's playing a fucking dangerous game, the Maggia. Not someone you want to screw around with. So, haphazardly. Wait, is that Kingpin's wife?
Fisk reported this stolen a few years back.
It is Kingpin. She stole from the Kingpin right under his nose.
Wine from a Maggia vineyard.
Well, thanks for filling in the blanks, Spidey. Conveniently. Not gonna go to that desk just yet, because...
Aw, look. Cat's dancing with the little spider. Also imprisoning him in a jar against his will. Cute. Very cute.
And... yeah, that's just... kind of creepy.
Wow. First time I caught Felicia, she was trying to steal this. Looks like she finally went back to finish the job.
Oh, that's one that wasn't on the list. Wait a second. There's a cat burglar. She escapes through upstairs exits. How the frig was she gonna get the... Is she get the entire statue? Like, I know that Felicia in some iterations has super strength, but from a test Kingpin did on her, he had enhanced, but like, I don't see her lugging that around out in the city.
What's this?
Without getting seen anyway. Lighting in here is great too.
Spider, you raced here to redeem me, didn't you? You're adorable. And cute, too. Which is why I made you something more flattering. If you've got it, flaunt it.
This couldn't all have just been a game, could it?
And that's it.
Spider-Man, the Black Cat just robbed the police department's evidence lockup.
What? How? That place is like Fort Knox.
All those cats you found? When they were all together in the evidence room, they linked up, boosted their signal, and deactivated the alarms. No one even saw her sneak in.
She knew I'd find the cats and report them to you. She played me, again. What'd she take?
Just her old costume and gear.
She let me find 50 million worth of loot just so she could get her stuff back. Which means she's got something even bigger planned.
Wow. Gotta give her credit. She played you good.
Are you smiling? You sound like you're smiling.
Gotta go.
What if it's not Felicia? What if this black cat... No, he called her Felicia. What if Yuri's in on it? That would be mental. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oops. Okay, left on the D-pad. I keep forgetting. Left on the D-pad. Look at this suit. Okay, okay, I see you. I see you. Very, very textured. Let's go in a different light though, cause this is like pretty... Okay, so it's called a dark suit. So... Still not dark enough, to be honest. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Oh. Oh, here we go. J. Jonah Jameson again. I bet he's gonna blame Spidey for taking the 50 million worth of loot. Would not surprise me. So, reflective lenses again. Liking those. Kind of wish there was a bit more red on the suit, to be honest. And just the red spider on the front and back. Oh, there is a bit of red there. Not on the gloves, which is kind of disappointing.
Remember when Spider-Man had a sidekick? The Black Cat? A curvaceous young lady in leather. Not the kind you'd bring home to Mother. And then, it turned out, she was a thief! Big shock, right? Well, I hear she's back. And let me make a prediction. Spider-Man's going to give her a second chance. Is it because he's naive? A thief himself? Or is he just thinking with his web shooters? Spider-Man, I know you're listening, so let me issue a warning now. As the old saying goes, lie down with cats, get up with fleas. What's that? My intern is yammering in my ear again. It's dogs? I thought it was cats. It doesn't matter. The metaphor still applies. Dogs, cats. Go away, Jared.
This might actually be the one time that Spidey probably agrees with J. Jonah Jameson. Why is J. Jonah Jameson doing a solid? Was it bros before hoes? It has to be. But no, he might be wrong. No, it's something bigger, cause like there is a heist going on, and she seems to be very well. Ooh. Look at her. Look at her. Oh, that looks slick. I wish I could see it in daytime. That's where the suit's really gonna like thingy. You saw views from the veranda. Oh my god, my life changed. Got to see a shirtless man in shorts dance his way across the street near Times Square. Interesting way to start the day. Wait, what? Spider-Man just landed on my car and broke my windshield. Any way I could claim for Spidey damage? Seriously? Ah, so Spidey didn't do it. Okay, my teenage brother just came back from first and last day, and they've been combat rolling and finger gunning all up and down the hall. Okay. I don't get it. If that's supposed to be funny or something, I don't know. Apparently New York is currently. Wouldn't it be funny if that New York temperature is literally the temperature of New York right now? If they literally have a New York thermometer placed in New York right now, give an accurate depiction of what the temperature is, that would be awesome. Wouldn't work for the Miles Morales game. This one doesn't have dynamic weather, but they're on about having dynamic weather in the Spider-Man 2 game when it comes out. Whereas like Miles Morales, I think is just locked in winter. Help me, Spider-Man. Save me with pizza. Ah, that is a throwback. In line at the store, trying to snag a new. Oh god, those plushies are really. Oh god. See, this is what I like about Spider-Man. He's little time. He stops muggings and stuff like that. Avengers, they go around saving the world. They don't have time to stop a simple mugging. Too busy saving the world from fucking Galactus for the third time. I am, of course, talking about the animated series. Although they do stop, they do fight. What they call it? The Wrecking Crew, that's it. What bothers me though is the Wrecking Crew was supposed to be in the MCU and they just didn't do it. Instead, the Wrecking Crew weren't working with the guys who fix up damage control, that's it. The Wrecking Crew was supposed to secretly be part of damage control in the animated series, and I think they was in some of the comics as well. But it seems they glossed over that fact in Spider-Man and just made it the Vulture, the Tinkerer, and Shocker, and and someone else. I can't remember who. Oh, it might have been the Prowler. Might have been the Prowler, yeah. Because Childish Gambino, he's thingied to be the Prowler, which means in the future there will be a Miles Morales movie, and Childish Gambino will be the Prowler. So that is gonna be fucking good. Well, it's gonna be interesting to see him do such a super serious role, although he's not completely it's not like he's not done a serious role before. He definitely has done a serious role. I just can't remember what that movie is. Web zip a second time without losing altitude. Hang on a sec. That's almost like the electric thing, what Miles Morales does in the new one. I've seen clips of that at least. Really? Is that all? I'll increase the range, okay. I miss the days when you could grapple an enemy and just grab them and like hold them up into the air. If they add that to the Spider-Man 2 game when it comes out, that would make me lose my fucking mind. It's one of my favorite things to do in Spider-Man, the old Spider-Man 2 on GameCube, was to grab an enemy and then take them up to the roof to beat them up instead. Or hanging them on a street pole. I liked to take all the enemies in a row and hang them all on street poles. Like, just dangling in a row. It was fucking funny. Or you could grab them, and you could jump over the water, drop them, and then web zip back. And that's it. Enemy dealt with. They couldn't swim. Although it would be interesting to see that, like, you drop some enemies in the water, and they have to swim back to shore and try and climb back up. Oh, hang on a sec. What we got here? Oh, that's just that. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna go with that. And it doesn't have any actual, like, physical thing. That one does. That's gonna be interesting. I have to turn the brightness up on this one. That's actually not working this time. I got a brightness setting here. Oh, wow. It's a shame, but I don't think I can really get a decent shot of this because it's just not bright enough. Which is sad because this is a really great fucking pose. Oh, wait. Oh, almost. Strangely, that one had it better. Ah, I'm gonna have to break the fucking post. Oh, that's not exactly the same now, is it? But that is a pretty decent shot. Ah. Oh yeah. I don't have like much pose ability. I can't tilt it up and down. Oh, it's just like really slow. It's doing it with his head. Oh, he has like little widow pads on his hands. Like that. Like that a lot. Ah, gonna work, is it? Playing that right when he goes like that. That shouldn't be working like that. There's nothing in the way of the light. Should not be anything in the way of the light because it's holding the camera to his face. That's dodgy, but let's hope they fix that for the next game, I guess. Let's fix that tilt. Need it at an angle where it's not going to hide that thing. There we go. Oh, I just do that, don't I? Coming at you super fast.
You ain't getting away this time. Let's go.
Don't mind, right?
Oh, I thought that was red too, but no, he's got. Right now, if I. Yeah, I thought so. Got like, look at that. It's got Black Widow style thing. Oh, he's got claws. She's giving him the same claws that she's got. So this is kind of like a predatorial outfit. That's cool. That is real cool. I just wish there was more red on it, that's all. But then again, a Black Widow spider doesn't have all that red on them anyway. This is basically Spidey's Widow outfit. Okay, so what we're gonna do is fast travel to there. We don't wanna keep people waiting, and the stream is already like 2 hours and 43 minutes in. And I'm not doing short streams like before. Not for Spider-Man anyway. So we're gonna get into the story now. It's gonna be insane. Oh, it's the fake Spidey again. Now, I have an inkling that the fake Spider-Man going around might be Flash Thompson. Which could potentially I mean... Oh, that's another thing I've been wondering about. If this is 10 years later, maybe he already knows of the symbiote suit. Maybe it's nothing new to him.
Can't believe I haven't slept since the Fisk takedown. Gotta start taking better care of myself.
Wait, he's not slept since the Fisk takedown. That was like weeks ago. At least in game time, anyway. I always like to notice little details when I walk in. So, this is old school Spidey. Old school Pete. I'm gonna enjoy you while you last. Just walking kind of funny. The footsteps seem a bit too samey. Apart from a bit of overlapping at different things, it sounds too repetitive. Doesn't sound organic enough. Organic footsteps are easy to do.
New York City crime overlord Wilson Fisk. Police first responded to calls of multiple active shooters in the area of not just Fisk Towers, but right in the heart of Times Square itself. It wasn't long before the city's very own Spider-Man appeared at the scene to provide support in taking down the king.
Isn't even in sync. How's the chess game going, guys? Haven't seen you in like half a year.
You guys play this late?
I was a long-haul trucker before I lost my lease. Nights when it's quiet. Easy to think.
Not easy enough where you're playing. My late husband snored. I was always up.
Well, it's nice you got company.
Better than nothing. Barely.
Have a good night, you two.
Wait a second, was that dude always an Asian? I'm pretty sure that was just like a generalized white guy before.
Hey, kid. What are you doing here at this house?
I need to go back to my original video and check that out. I might be wrong. Which is pretty sure I remember it that way. I have a bad feeling I know what's gonna happen next. Someone spoiled it for me a long time ago, so...
Hey Peter, thanks for the other day. I'm much better now.
Good to hear.
He just goes with the same old good to hear because he's busy putting on his hero fucking vibe. And he doesn't realise that she might actually be into him. Might be a bit more than a thank you. That's a problem with hero complex, guys.
Figured you'd be home in bed.
I wish.
The problem with heroes is, like, love-wise, they tend to be unavailable unless they're infatuated with you somehow.
Pete, what's up? Late night, huh?
All too often.
Well, a larger life hero, I mean, wow, you can't help who you love if they don't feel the same way about you as you feel about them. Good luck getting with a larger than life hero, but if they feel that way about you, then, well, I don't know. I suppose if you fall for a superhero, that you know likes you already in advance, then it might be like the whole starry-eyed issue where you're like, oh, he's a superhero, I've fallen in love with him. Like, you know, it seems romantic, but then reality sets in. Like, there's a lot of caveats to being with someone who's a hero. And that goes for any heroes in real life. Like, a doctor, a policeman, a soldier. Can we just think it how good that looks? Although, well, actually, his face kind of looks weird right now. That puts some years on his age right there. That makes him look older than college grad. Now, I will note, I have seen recently the remastered again, and apparently, well, by the looks of the new footage, they have made him look older. And basically, so he no longer looks like a prepubescent teen, which is good. He's still got the same face. It's still that new character face model for Spider-Man, but they've given him a few wrinkles. They made his head fit his body a bit better. He now looks like he could at least be passable as a adult, basically, who's pre-college grad, I had. So yeah, that wasn't passable before, not by that early showing they did, but I feel now it is. Now it's a different case, because like they at least added some details to his face that make him look like just a little bit older, like he's actually seen some battles and that he's missed so much sleep. So while he still looks younger than this Peter Parker, he looks like someone who could just look young for his age,
Peter?
but still be...
I don't think May's here.
No, she, forgot something.
You're standing uncomfortably between them both. Nope, completely ignored me. Wait, was his office all the way, always all the way over there? I don't remember this. I feel like they've changed the layout of the upstairs, because I remember there being two corridors going along. Oh, that might just be down the downstairs.
Gotta pee.
Too much information.
What are you doing here so late?
Oh, I, had a little mix-up at my apartment.
On the street, huh? I know the look. You're in the right place. Nothing to be ashamed of.
I know, I hate to take resources from people who need them.
Guess what, pal? Right now, you need them.
You got a point. Thanks, Gloria.
It's kind of funny how that works. But I have a bad feeling we're all about to be homeless.
Hope May's couch is comfortable. Miss you.
Oh, so that's what Uncle Ben looked like in this universe. Can I zoom in, or is this as far as the thingy goes? Okay, the fact that they've done this is pretty amazing. I mean, just having the option is great. Oh!
Man, was I ever a dork.
I just realised, this isn't his office, it's my office. It's Peter's office.
So I was into horses. Wasn't everybody at some point? Wish May would take some of this down. It's embarrassing.
Wait, look. That's a
I'm
spider.
honest, I was not. But I'm sure it looks good to May. Wish everybody had a mom like May. The world would be a better place.
How much dialogue did they put in this? I mean, come to think of it, he is a lot like me. He's a talker. Like, he talks as much as I do. And I do tend to sometimes self-deprecate. Is that the right word? Deprecation? Well, I suppose I could look around. Oh, now I can run. Oh, I had to hold R2. You mean I've been walking this whole time and I could have been running? That's kind of annoying. The lighting is a lot better, though. Way better. I'm glad I waited this long to replay to continue playing the game. The experience is going to be so much better now.
Oh, you startled me. I'm so sorry.
I'm just about to get a lot more startled in a minute. You can feel it, right? It's in the atmosphere. Everything's too calm. It's a night time. Something's gonna go wrong. Everyone's just going about the business like it's normal. This is usually when something goes up. I mean, in normal world logic, that wouldn't apply, you know. The day will go on as usual. But this is the Marvel universe we're talking about. Calm days like this, they don't stay calm for long. Not when the main character is here. Anyone gonna talk to me? Complete ignoring. Great. Oh, is she gonna talk to me? Nope, I'm not here. Are they watching TV? Oh yeah, there's a little TV up there. Maybe the cafeteria people. Let's go into the kitchen. Come on, you're one of the staff, you know Peter, right? Fucking tasting the food. Yo want some beans? Hang on a sec. Is that beans? No. Wrong button. Let's have a look at that. What are we cooking? What are we cooking here? Oh, that looks like some red kidney beans, some carrots, a bit of swede, maybe some potato, and bits of mince. Might be a curry. Not entirely sure. Just look at the detail on the food, on this table alone. Yo, dudes, aren't you just doing a bit too much here? Oh god. I'll zoom in. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. No. That seems to be as far as I can go. So this is the closest I'm gonna get. The reflections on the apples. Light. About the bananas, how do they look? A little pixelated, like the squirrel was. Wait. They have fucking reflections on the... They have reflections on the watermelon. I mean, it's slight, but... Jesus Christ. The level of... I mean, sure, texture-wise... It's one of those things where it looks higher detail from a distance, but then you get close up and it's, like, really blurry. Like some rooms in VR chat. but they've done a really good. Wow, look at the floor tile. Oh, it's another effect that looks worse as you get close up. But imagine like 8K gaming. Looking close up at these on that. In the future, it won't matter how close you get with a camera, you're not going to see any blur. That'll be the future of gaming. That. Look at the realism on that as well. Like, that's a little crazy. That full, or is it empty? I think that's empty actually. Are we looking at ray tracing here, or an image? Just an image, because you can't see thingy. On PS5, you'll see Peter's reflection in it. It'd be cool if they added that detail in the remaster. That'd be interesting. It's just, it looks like a different Peter. Although I do feel like with the wrinkles and everything, I might be able to relate him a little bit more. Like, but I'm more long face. I actually look closer to this Peter than I do to the other one, so. I mean, the personality is still going to be the same, and the voice is still going to be the same. It's still going to be Yuri Lowenthal, but I don't think I've ever been in here before. Is this the staff room? Oh, this is like a little library. Possibly an office as well. I like that they've added little rooms like that for extra details. Please don't tell me that they've ray traced that. They ray traced the water fountain. Are you serious?
Of gunfire coming from inside the building after Spider-Man and the NYPD had moved in, which lasted much.
So yeah, this room is like fully ray traced. Wait a second. This was a lot more scuffed before, and it wasn't as ray traced.
Not too bright. Hey, quiet down, will you?
Oh no, there's the scuffing.
As of this morning, most streets have been cleared and reopened for use.
I know the feeling. She said it was too bright. It is too bright. Every second we spend in here is another second my eye sockets are burning. Okay, so the director's room is in there. His office is closed currently. Seems like everyone's gone to sleep.
Cold. Better get a blanket.
You should. That dead end over there. Yeah, it looks like that's a dead end. Okay, so I guess we're just going over here and finally. I think what I'll do is. We swung around the city. We did some Black Cat stuff. The question is, should I continue the story here or should I leave it for tonight? So we're like 3 hours in. And I'm wondering, are people really going to watch past 3 hours? No, I don't think they are. So what we're going to do... This isn't exactly a story continuation. I know I said I was going to continue with the story, but we got sidetracked with Black Cat and the new outfit. So, what we'll do, we'll continue tomorrow, hopefully. I'm just feeling a little dizzy. So, tomorrow night. And we'll see. We'll see. But I'm getting a little drowsy. And I think I'm not going to be able to follow the story if I'm tired. And actually keep up with the action. But... now I've done the whole catch-up thing in this video. When I do the next video, I won't really need to do any of that. you guys know that I'm going to be doing the rest of the story, because now Miles Morales is out. I'm sort of on a time schedule. I've got to complete this game before I get a PS5, which will take me 9 months. So I've got to get a PS4. I've got to complete this game before I get a PS5, which I should get by August next year. By which time I will play Spider-Man Miles Morales on there, and I will also play whatever sequel comes out for this game, which apparently they're working on in a separate part of the studio. They're already working on the sequel to this game, and now Miles Morales is already out. You know, they can focus on that more. Doesn't mean that Miles Morales won't get DLCs. It'll probably get DLCs. But that's amazing that they've worked on basically 4 editions in such a short time. I mean, it's only been 2 years since this game came out. So, they've worked on the remaster, they've worked on Miles Morales, and they're working on the sequel to this game, and they worked on this game. So, in the space of about 4 or 5 years, they've basically created 4 Spider-Man games. My maths might be well, it depends how long they take to do the... Okay, 5 years if you probably include how long it's going to take them to develop the next Spidey. It depends on what they plan on adding to it. I would like to see in the next Spider-Man game 8K. They can manage 8K for that, that would be amazing. It means they've got to do some technological leaps in terms of software to do that. Stuff that they can't currently implement due to either hardware or software limitations. But, you know, any hardware limitations you can fix in the software by improving software limitations to get that extra headroom. So the performance will be better for the next Spider-Man game compared to Spider-Man Miles Morales, even if the hardware is still the same. And also, the hardware gets tweaks and software updates to improve its software side, so the PS5 itself will be running better by then, anyway. But yeah, I'm probably going to be playing Spider-Man Miles Morales in high fidelity mode on the PS5. I'm probably going to be live streaming that at 1080p. Don't know if that's going to be 1080p 60 FPS, because obviously, like I said, in high fidelity mode you cannot run at 60 FPS. But, you know, like, it is still going to be a great improvement from this, because obviously I'll be playing the game at 4K, and if the game is naturally already in 4K, the picture quality will improve some because of that, regardless of the video being 1080p. You will notice a bit of crispiness. Like, for instance, the jagged edges and stuff like that. You're probably not going to know notice the jagged edges as much. Me right now, I'm struggling to notice. I can notice a slight jagged edge, but you barely notice it because the screen's sharpened because of the TV. That's on my end. And when I watch the video on YouTube, even though it's in 1080p, it still looks sharpened because my TV sharpens picture to make it look more like 4K. And it makes 4K look even crisper as well. So it's what it's called. It's not called adaptive sharpening, it's called super sharpening. But I'm not entirely sure what they mean by that, but it does it on the monitor side of things to improve the picture. Like the edges of things. But you know, directly from the console, that can create a lot of problems. So I might not actually use the super sharpening when I start using the PS5. Partially because I probably won't need it. But yeah, I'm gonna go now, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow, where we will pick up on the story. And then by tomorrow I mean like this video I'm going to release for tomorrow, but like the day after you'll probably get like the sequel. But keep in mind, I'm in the UK, but it is currently 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm a little... Okay, I'm a lot nocturnal. And strangely, this is the only time I have energy. Like, my sleeping pattern switch around. A lot of people probably just blame video games, but, you know, like... my sleeping pattern slips round because I naturally am nocturnal. Like, I know that now. It's like... Back in the days when people didn't have electricity... Oh, that's loud. That's real loud. Back before people had electricity, there was... Back before people had electricity, there was, someone had to go out at night and do the night watch. It was a survival thing. There would be people who stayed up at day, people who stayed up at night. It's one of those things, it's like what you hear about, like, going to the toilet. Nowadays, people struggle going to the toilet for the second thing, because your natural posture on the toilet is not natural to the way your body was designed to go to the toilet. We were designed to be in a crouching position when we go to the toilet. China's got it right. Their toilets do that. You have to sit over the toilet. You crouch down over a toilet in China. And the rest of the world's got that wrong. And it's going to take a very long time for our bodies to develop, like, change evolutionary, in an evolutionary standpoint, to become accustomed to sitting, like, in a chair and doing your business. Because apparently, like, having your legs up as high as your face, having your knees up to the height of your face allows your bowels to move quicker. Well, little known fact there. So, yeah, basically, that's that. And, like, people just don't seem to get it. Sometimes the body's got natural things which it's developed over millions of years, and we think just because everybody does something nowadays that is natural for our body to do. No. Our body has an evolution, things that it did for thousands and thousands of years. Hundreds of thousands of years. And you can't overwrite hundreds of thousands of years of evolution as humans, or tens of thousands, or whatever, in just 100 years or two, or about 200 years, however long toilets have existed. It's not going to be overwritten that quickly, and it's the same with the other thing. Like, not gonna overwrite some people being asleep at night. It's strange because nature seems to develop it in some people, but not develop it in others. So it means that my ancestors, they were night watch people. They would watch people at night time and protect them in the night. And then during the day, those people would go to sleep. But my ancestors would go to sleep, and day people's ancestors would wake up, and they would protect the people who were sleeping at daytime. That's how it worked. Everyone took turns. But, or at least that's how people... Everyone takes turns nowadays, but, like, back then, it was like... It was take turns as in the case of... We have 12 hours, they have 12 hours, like... Which makes you wonder if 12 hours is actually the natural sleeping thing, and why it's only 8 hours now. There was probably wiggle room in some individual cases, but me and my older sibling, we're both naturally nighttime people. We slowly gravitate over time. If we're not doing anything and we're not going out places, sooner or later we become nocturnal, regardless of what we're doing. It just slowly shifts hour by hour until it's nocturnal time. And it's a lot harder to get back to the daytime. And it's a lot easier to get into a nighttime routine. So it's making me wonder, maybe me and every other night owl out there should just make a city of our own. We'll run at daytime. And people who come to our city are up during the day. We'll run at nighttime. People who are up during the day will... Like, we'll just leave them to it, you know? We're not ones to judge. But, like, I think it would be cool to have a city that runs at night. And I wonder how that would have an effect on that society as a whole. I'd love to do an experiment where we're all night owls. Get a bunch of people that just seem to naturally gravitate towards nighttime life, and even if they're shut-ins, and just like monitor the whole situation. Go Big Brother on it a bit, and like make a documentary or something, or make a TV show. The city that sleeps at day. I mean, why not? New York's the city that never sleeps. I think that's why New York works the way it does. Those naturally nocturnal people, there's a place for them in New York to be up during the night. But not... the rest of the world isn't always as accommodating to nighttime people. And also, like, there's no schools during the night. No night schools, which is weird. To think that some people naturally run in the night. I think it should be determined at an early age. Are you naturally accustomed to the day, or are you naturally accustomed to the night? Does light hurt your eyes? Do you have more energy during the night time? It's kind of strange because, like, I'm sensitive to the winter, and the sun makes me feel good in the summer. But during daytime and nighttime cycles, like, I'm generally stronger at night. On a warm night, I am at my best. Like, I'm thinking it's not so much the sun, but the warmth that it creates, you know. I don't have to rely on food so much if I'm at the right temperature. Not too cold, but I have to shiver to keep myself warm, which is burning energy, and then not so warm that I end up sweating, which obviously means I have to keep hydrated. So yeah, that sort of thing. like, given the opportunity, I would love to be a night owl. Oh, that's weird, the way it fades into the other outfit then. Whip. 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 I mean, in other outfits, it seems instantaneously. Since those outfits are both dark, it doesn't change much. It just fades instead. It's the strangest thing. Maybe it's because of the suit's shapes, but... like, that one's got a pretty similar, like, style to that one. I actually think I like the electro-proof one a little more, though. It's got more bits of red. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm not outdoors. But yeah. I'm gonna go now, and I'll see you guys next time. And I hope you enjoyed this little, like... how are you doing? How are things going? Sort of video. You know. Will I buy the DLC? That remains to be seen if it is worth it for me. Like, they're each $6.99 each, but apparently there is a deal for $15.99 to get all three, which is a hell of a lot cheaper when you calculate it. Because $6.99 plus $6.99 plus $6.99, that's 6, 12, 18. Then you've got to add 3 $99s, which is 99, 90, 20, 98 plus another 99. So that's 21.97. That's a lot of 21.97 to or 15.99. I think I'm gonna pick the 15.99 option and buy them all in one go. Be cheaper. But that's if I want any of them. So I'm gonna watch some gameplay and see if I want those DLCs. If so, I might consider buying them. If I don't feel it's worth it, and ow, my ears. And I feel like I'm not going to really, like, it's not going to really add anything for me. At least anything that I couldn't experience just by through vicariously watching someone else. The right word, vicariously? My god, that's dark. Oh, it gets lighter if I raise my head a bit. Might just be the thingy. He does look like he's been improved. I don't understand why they do that if they planned on changing the model in the remaster anyway. Anyways, like, I think I'll watch some gameplay of some other people, and that will be what I, you know, see if I can find a video that tells me, that gives me an assessment of what's in the DLCs and whether they're worth buying. If I don't deem them worth buying, I'll watch some gameplay videos of them, watch them, and sure, it means that I don't technically 100% complete the game because I don't play the extra content, but that's fine by me because I will do that if I happen to get the remaster, which I don't know if that's gonna stay pre-order only or if they're planning to do something about it so you can still get the remaster another way. It's just obviously right now I can't even afford a PS5, let alone the remaster that comes with it. And I don't want to get Ultimate Spider-Man, I mean Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PS4. And I don't want to do that. The game was designed for PS5 originally, then downsampled to PS4. And you know, it's a PS5 port to a PS4 console. That's not going to work for me, especially since I only have a PS4 Slimline. I don't even have a PS4 Pro. I'm not going to even be able to like experience 4K, let alone ray tracing and all that lot. And you know me, I love my ray tracing. So there's a lot of reasons I want a PS5, and also potentially for the future, so I've got something invested into the future, because I know I'm not going to be able to afford the kind of upgrades I need to keep up with the consoles, let alone keep up with the computer hardware nowadays, unless I suddenly become rich somehow. So, which I'm very much doubting. So I'll see you guys later, and I hope you I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I don't forget to like. Wow, actually, this can go pretty far from here. Going downstairs here. I'm literally downstairs. Oh, that's got a nice like shine reflection to it. I like that. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the other channel. Cannot reiterate it enough. The second channel is OG Zimension. You'll find it in the featured channels on the homepage. Because I kind of want to put my feet up now. I kind of want to rest. And we've been going since before 12 o'clock. You got to keep in mind, I've been awake since this afternoon, so, and I just don't have the energy levels I usually do. So I've been sleeping I've been staying up about 8 hours a day, and then going to sleep, especially when I burn myself out like this and do a live stream. So like, I need it. I really need a lot of sleep, and the vitamin tablet is also like fading away now. It gave me the energy in the first place. I know it won't be a matter of it'll only be a matter of a short amount of time before I just can't stay up anymore, and I'm too tired to like properly play the game. And you know, Spider-Man, you need to be fast with on the trigger with things. Well, say fast on the trigger. Well, I mean like fast on the circle, on the dodge button. Because there's just so many enemies trying to either shoot you, baton you, fire rockets at you, and like I can't keep up with that if I'm tired. Just not able to play tired in the same way. At least not at this time of year. Usually I've got a lot more staying power during the summer, but it's winter weather now already here. So that's just not possible anymore. I'm sleeping for longer hours. I hibernate quite a bit during the winter as well. That's also played a factor into my sleeping pattern, going off the rails and going back to nighttime again. But I think the conception that there is a going off the rails in the first place is kind of an issue to begin with. I think people need to stop getting into this mentality. Why should I accommodate to the rest of the world? Why can't the rest of the world accommodate to me being up at night time? Huh? Like, just because someone said so. And people can't argue this whole, oh, it's because we're naturally meant to be up at day. No, we're not. People when you generalize it as humans, yeah, normally we're supposed to be up at day, but not humans who descendants from the Night Watch. So there is like this whole half of society that is naturally thinged to the night. We have more energy, we feel better, because it's not just a sleeping clock, it's a body clock. It doesn't matter if you're up at daytime. If your body's still asleep, then it's no good, isn't it? If your body is most efficient at nighttime, fucking do it. Like, stay up at night. Make a city at night, make schools at night. I mean, people say, oh, it's more dangerous at night because you can't see in the dark. People who happen to be up during nighttime most of the time, they tend to have better vision in the dark anyway, so that's not an issue. Of course, the caveat of that is you become blind more. It becomes harder to see in the daytime because you. Okay, but you know, we have a thing for that. It's called shades. So you can walk around in the day like it's night. So really, that's not an issue. But just like people use lights during the night to see. So, like, I think it's a case of individuality, and people don't seem to think, oh, just because one thing applies to the rest of humanity, it's going to apply to one person. No. There's something called individual cases. There's something called new cases. There's something called illnesses that other people don't have, that are rare. And there's something called the laws of nature do not apply the same way to everybody. Sure, they apply to everyone, but those laws can be bent. It just depends on genetics and a couple of other things. Like, also, like, my eyes are conditioned for the dark because I've been stuck at home for so long as well. So when I go back to normal daily life, my eyes are gonna burn I'm gonna get headaches from all the light. It's kind of funny because I heard that the cure they've got going for COVID, the vaccination, at least that's in the early human trials at the moment, it has a 90% success rate currently with the current trials. There's obviously got to be more tests. Apparently it gives you a nasty state where you're in like a heavy hangover for a couple of days. I mean, people don't like hangovers for one morning. Imagine a hangover that lasts a couple of days. That sounds really shit. But I'd rather feel crap than actually be dying, so, like, you know, it's kind of a benefit there. But I don't like the fact that it actually, you know, it is a vaccination. It uses the virus. So, like, the question is there a chance that because of that I might not survive it? Because I've got breathing difficulties. I'm gonna go now because I'm getting carried away here with this whole chatty thing, and like my eyes are closing currently. Huh? Oh. Can this just not be the realist scene right now? Is that Starbucks, or is that something that his cup disappears to? Right, I can't even look at it. Wait, there's a chapel in here? Go into the chapel land where gonna get my... If that's not a 80s to 90s song, I do not know what is. Was it 80s or was it 90s? I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna go in... Oh, there's like a mini cafeteria here, isn't there? I can see the reflections on those bottles too. That's actually pretty impressive. Wait a second. Cola. Aha. So I guess they couldn't get the placement for it. Energy drink. Just energy drink. Sport drink. They look like placeholders. Lemon and lime. Like they just take away the brand names. The brand name is the actual ingredients. Like lemon and lime is obviously Sprite. Energy drink, I don't know what that is. The one in the can though, that energy drink, I'm thinking probably meant to be a Monster energy drink, but they've replaced it with that. It's funny because apparently taurine comes from a bull. And well, it's got a picture of the bull on the front. So they're literally naming things as they are. Spring water. That just reminds me of a joke I was told as a kid. Well, not a joke. I asked why they called it spring water. And, like, I can't remember who, but someone told me, oh, yeah, it's called spring water because they put springs in it. It's like, what? I mean, you listen to that nowadays, and that just sounds ridiculous, but I fully believed that as a kid. I was a smart kid, but at the same time, like, before I was, like, 10 years old, I wasn't very self-aware. I wasn't aware of things around me. Like, once I got into documentaries and stuff like that, that's what made me get smarter. All that knowledge. Didn't say that right, but... Wait, whoa. The reflections are a little heavy in here. They polished the walls or something? Okay, not that wall. Anyways, I'll see you guys later, and I've literally just stood here for half an hour and talked. In fact, it's been 40 minutes. What am I on? Alright, I'm gonna go now. And I'm gonna put that up, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to hit like, don't forget to hit subscribe, and don't forget to visit my other channel, my other channel, Avengers Zimension, to check out more Avengers gameplay when I have the energy to get around to it. I'm not going to promise any dates because I realise that is a problem. I mean, I was like 4 or 5 days off schedule. I put this on a schedule that I was going to do it the next day, and I put it off for like 4 or 5 days. So clearly, schedules just aren't for me. And besides, Jacksepticeye said it's a bad idea, so it makes it work if you've got to follow a schedule. It makes it fun if you can do it when you feel like it. So, no demands in the comments for that, because it's not going to happen. Although, pitch ideas of games that I should play that might interest me. I'm gonna see you guys now. My leg is shaking nervously. It's a force of habit. Not a thing that people do where they tap their leg and they sat down. I'm doing that right now with my heel. Like I can't stop doing it. My leg is just yeah. I'm gonna go now. Bye.